Rifftrax. I don't have a big tracks, but riffs I'm missing. Why you always gotta pick Rifftrax? It's your lucky day, it's time for Rifftrax.
Hello, I'm Faith, and welcome to Faith's Take, where I talk about anything and everything that I find interesting. And this is episode 2 of every Rifftrax short reviewed, where I take 5 Rifftrax shorts at a time to review and talk about them in chronological order. I was so happy and excited with the response from everyone last week about this series. I'm really excited to keep on doing these and with all of you guys along for the ride with me. That's just so awesome. I think this is going to be really fun, so let's get right into it. Episode 2 of every Rifftrax short reviewed. Number 6. Why Doesn't Kathy Eat Breakfast? And Petaluma Chicken from March 7th, 2008.
Welcome, girls of the farming communities, to San Francisco.
Escape is impossible.
Apparently, these two shorts are so short they had to be put together, and they're still less than 8 minutes long. Interestingly enough, though, these completely unrelated shorts are both so bizarre it almost makes sense to put them together. The first short, which was produced by the National Dairy Council, is about a young girl getting harassed by the narrator because she doesn't eat breakfast. Really. That's really it.
Kathy?
Ack! Irving! Ack!
Hack. Hi. Is it okay if we ask questions?
Why stop now?
Toothpaste. That counts as breakfast.
Is it that you're not getting the kind of cereal you want?
Cereal with delicious milk?
Well then, what is it?
Come on, tell me. I'll be your best friend.
What if you could have anything you want?
As a side dish to your milk.
What is it, Kathy?
Please, I need an answer. The Dairy Council's gonna take my thumbs.
The second short is even weirder, if you can believe it. There are no opening or ending credits or anything like that, so we're kind of on our own for figuring out just what the heck this is. In this short, a group of girls exercise in a giant skillet and go on to cook a giant omelet in said skillet. And that may be the weirdest sentence to ever come out of my mouth.
I tell you what we'll do, we'll make an omelet of those. The largest omelet the world has ever known.
He's gone mad with power! Stop him!
Even Kathy won't be able to resist this omelet.
And if she still won't eat it?
We'll smother her with it.
Joanne jumped too early. Into the omelet she goes.
This must be from the time they made the world's largest pot brownie.
Good. To restore sanity, here's a giant spoon.
Hurry up! Hurry up before it burns!
If it burns, who will want to eat the grotesquely large omelet cooked in a pan you just did aerobics in?
These are both so ridiculous, and the riffs are very good. I'm giving this one a 3 out of 5.
What the? No Country for Old Men had better closure.
Number 7. Coffee House Rendezvous from March 14th, 2008.
To tell the truth, I really didn't think it was going to be a success.
Mike, is that you?
I realized that it was going to be a real good place for kids to come.
The idea of a
Kevin, is that you?
is kind of strange, but it's really worked out very well.
I think
Yes, that is me. I'll just
Wasn't
get
even
ahead of
gonna
it.
ask.
Preempt.
So, let's pretend you help run a college or a church in your neighborhood. The teenagers in town have been getting into some trouble lately. What can you do to help them and try to prevent this? Well, obviously, the answer is create a homemade coffee house for them. That's right, just grab some of those old chairs from your basement and call up the lamest kids you know to perform, and you've got something special on your hands.
If there's ever another folk revival, could you guys remind me to move to the remote mountains of Turkmenistan?
Turkmenistan. Got it, Mike.
Remember that.
Leader of the Charles Grodin Trio.
The boy who played Oliver is stunned into silence.
Yeah, coffee is best when it's had the living crap boiled out of it in a 40-year-old cracked enamel pot.
If the sign which prophesies in the end which brings joy are separate, it is because somewhere we stop listening to our heartbeat and start...
Well, convince me. If I ever go back to college, I'm dropping out again. All non-essential personnel, please clear the stage.
Well, I'm a teenage teen and I'm in my teens. I'm a teenage teen and I'm really mean.
Enjoying oneself hadn't been invented yet.
5 more times!
While having affordable programs and venues for teens to hang out isn't a bad idea, After watching all this nonsense, you can plainly see that these were not the right people to be taking care of this setup.
Part of the general theme of a coffee house and what everybody associates with coffee is coffee itself.
You know, when you think about it, there's almost a certain logic to it that people associate coffee houses with coffee.
And he brought all the old chairs he could find, and his boyfriends brought in old things.
Boyfriends?
I didn't go along with that at all.
Boy, she tells a ripping yarn, doesn't she?
You know that about you.
Simply try to bring people in order to convert them into the church, and usually it doesn't.
Whereas I convert them into a V-neck sweater.
Come back because
If you don't like rock and roll, there's not much else you can do except to come to more or less a coffee house.
Being in a coffee...
The only two choices in the world are rock and roll or coffee houses.
To know who they are.
Speak to the community and to involve the community in some kind of dialogue or communication.
And to dialogue about communication where community communication dialogue is concerned.
For the community.
it's pretty hard to change people's
He
ideas.
shouldn't have stopped at 3. He should have pushed on and wore an even dozen of shirts.
I've always loved this one. The riffs are on point, and the people in the short are just so goofy you can't help but love it. This one gets a full-on 5 out of 5.
I think we're leaving a good pattern for other kids, other students at the high schools that would like to do the same thing.
Either that or we're setting a horrible precedent which must be snuffed out at once before it spreads like a poisonous plague across this once great nation.
Number 8. Safety. Harm Hides at Home. From March 28, 2008.
And if a poison or harmful substance is swallowed, call your doctor immediately.
Or the morgue if you're slow.
You hear the title of this short and think, okay, just a standard be careful of the dangers all around you type of short. But oh no, it is so much more than that, my friends. We've all heard the arguments about the best superhero ever. Some say Captain America, others say Batman. But here we see the truly best superhero ever. Meet Safety Woman, a crossing guard dressed in tinfoil who pops out of thin air whenever a child is in danger.
You know, that should be part of every family's fire survival plan, along with regular home fire drills to make sure that that plan is a good one.
You must train every night for hours.
Dad's gun!
Perfect, I have a drive-by after school.
Toys certainly don't look as deadly as a gun.
Yeah, but jam one into your heart?
Scattered around on...
Wow, you've really got to be careful all the time, don't you, Guardian?
Yeah, or else paranoid.
But I can't... You know more than 500 boys and girls about your age lost their lives in house fires last year?
I love our walks together, Miss Kingsley. Can we discuss the dangers of drowning now?
Old, worn wiring can cause severe electrical shock or fires. It should be repaired or replaced.
And you probably shouldn't carpet your walls.
Be sure that hallways and stairwells are well lighted.
Proper lighting is a child's responsibility.
Boys and girls are 600 people of your age died last year from bullets in guns that they thought were empty.
Granted, most of them were stupid. This key could kill you.
No, you are not hallucinating. This is really happening. And how did she get these wondrous powers, you ask? Why, from aliens that sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks, of course.
We are the children. We wish you
I guess the Lollipop Guild is a member of the Federation.
to the young people of
Me, I want a hula hoop.
And that is how Karen Kingsley became Safety Woman.
And celebrated by performing the safety dance.
Seriously, the guy who wrote this must have been on drugs or something. There is no sane or sober explanation for any of this. A stupid superhero, a goofy costume, and some great jokes. Here we have a 4 out of 5.
And remember, if your crossing guard follows you home or emanates in your bathroom, call the police immediately.
Number 9. Are You Popular? From April 4th, 2008.
Are you popular? The answer, if you're watching this film, is no.
I think Bill just summed this up perfectly. All the characters in this are odd in some way or another, and I don't know how any of these kids would get to be popular. But what do I know? I didn't go to public school. The story is about a girl moving to a new school and the kids fighting over who gets to be her friend and or boyfriend first.
You know her?
Not very well. I wish I did.
That would up my girl knowing by 100%.
What it is.
Now, why do they invite Carolyn to join their group when Ginny wasn't welcome?
Well, to start, she has no trace of ethnicity.
Oh, I'm a one-man team that does a job with no glory attached.
I'm a serial killer.
Sure, I'd like it. I don't know anything about props, but I could learn. Well, I need some help too, Carolyn.
Hey, lay off. I saw her first.
Well, you go to hell, Wally. She's mine.
Hey, I've been stalking her all semester.
I know, gang. Let's tear her limbs off in an apoplectic fit of popularity.
Yeah.
I think maybe I'll take Carolyn to the dance Saturday night.
Well, better go ahead and ask her. We could work out a double date.
Saturday's soon enough.
Tony enjoys being pointlessly stupid.
However, this quickly goes from being a short about popularity to being a short about how to get ready for a date.
Bye.
Well, that phone call didn't go on for hours.
Barely went on for seconds.
Gee, look at you all ready and right on time, too. That's a good deal.
Oh, take me now.
On nights like this I do. I never know what he's planned. He just says, "Will you decide, Ellie?" I should think you'd run out of ideas. Well, I'm getting to that point.
I'm 47. I've pretty much done it all.
I'm awfully sorry, but I have a date for tonight, Jerry.
Mercy, these youngsters and their
I'm
dates.
sorry.
That's a good note to write yourself. Any night.
In case you forget that you have hair.
When you're getting ready for a date.
All right. Have fun, you two.
Enjoy your fleeting youth.
Wally felt at ease with Carolyn's parents and will be eager to return to her home. They liked him, too.
But only because they couldn't read his thoughts.
And is considerate of their
This short is a 2-for-1 when it comes to lessons, and with the fun riffs, this gets a 3.5 out of 5.
Home, parents, and personality all help boys and girls to be popular.
But in the end, it all boils down to whether or not you smoke cigarettes.
Are You Popular would like to thank our sponsor, Philip Morris.
Number 10, If Mirrors Could Speak, from April 11th, 2008.
You mean I'm a real clown? No, a bad clown.
Is there any other kind of clown?
From my experience, a vast majority of people hate clowns. Whether you're scared of them or just don't find them funny, I think most of us are indifferent to them at best. Also, I'm pretty certain that most of us are scared of the concept of talking inanimate objects. If an inanimate object started speaking, I think most of us would freak out and probably try to destroy it in all its unholiness. Now imagine one day walking past a talking mirror and seeing that you're a clown on the inside. I'm pretty sure we'd all be more than terrified. But hey, these 9-year-olds are totally cool with it.
Huh? Come closer. What for?
I want to do that Groucho bit with you.
Only when you're not nice to others and do bad things. Do I have to go around for the rest of my life looking like this?
Why not? Cher does.
You won't look like a clown to others either if you always remember to look, to listen, to pay attention. If you don't, there's always a chance you'll turn back to one.
Our makeup team is everywhere, kid.
But if you ever start doing bad things again, you will look like you did before.
And I will hunt you down and teach you the meaning of loss.
Yes, in this short, a talking mirror with absolutely no backstory, I guess it just comes from another dimension or something, happens to know exactly which children need a wake-up call about their less-than-stellar behavior. There's one kid who's a sad clown, one who's an angry and annoying clown, and one who's the classic class clown.
Robbie?
La pain.
Robbie?
La despair.
Never mind, Robbie.
I don't want to play with you anymore. See if I care.
Kevin, I didn't know you acted in movies when you were young.
Oh, you know, I screen tested well with it. Hey!
Mind if I sit down?
We're all fated for the coffin, so it matters little.
Why won't you let me play this game? When you start acting nice, maybe we'll let you play with us.
Or maybe your doll will disappear, your car will blow up.
Who's up? This poor Robbie, all alone.
We are born astride a grave.
I thought I saw a clown.
Or a putty tat.
Well, it looks like it can't be. Me, a clown?
Well, you're certainly not seeing an actress.
And oh well, George, there's always one, isn't there?
He'll be richer than all of you.
Want to play some ball after lunch?
My soul has been smothered by ennui.
That's right, kids. Stealing milk leads to facial clownism, as does stealing chopsticks and Scotch-Brite sponges. Remember that.
These kids are pretty unrealistically calm about all of this, while I think the rest of us would just be scared straight. A creepy and ridiculous story with some great riffs to go along with it, this one gets a strong 4 out of 5.
When is the last time you had a good look at yourself in the mirror?
Roughly 5 years and 20 pounds ago.
Well, so long, folks. This is the Haunted Mirror reminding children everywhere that the nail that stands up will be pounded down. Good night.
As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you'll continue enjoying this series with me. I think it's going to continue to be a lot of fun. And I'll see you guys later.
It's time for Rifftrax.